This is a brief overview of the Music Organizer V1 project, where they ask you down here to explore it. Over the following slides from this presentation of Chapter 4, it goes through different pieces of information, and I wanted to just take some time to go through it with you. So I already have the source code downloaded, and I'm going to go ahead and just double click on it to open it up in BlueJ. Notice here, Music Organizer is the only class in this project. There's no other relationships because it's purely for demonstration purposes. Up at the top, we're deciding to use import, or we're deciding to use ArrayList, so we have to import that from java.util. That's very important with this week's homework and something you want to think about. Down here, we're creating a private variable because we're trying to protect or encapsulate everything within Music Organizer, so we make it private. If people want the information, they should come to this class and ask for it through a method call versus just jump into the actual variable. Here we have a constructor. So when this starts up, it's going to go ahead and build a generic array list right here, and then we'll assign something to that array list later. Again, not my favorite implementation here, but it is definitely not wrong. It's just difference of style. Here I'm adding into the array list. So in comes a value, a string. In the string I'm calling the .add for files. If I scroll back up, files is an array list. So .add must be a method in array list that Java is supplying in that package. Here I want to get the total size of it. Files.size, open close, again, files is that array list from up here, and it allows me to get how many elements are in there. Remember, indexes start with 0. Then here I have an iterator that's been created, not the iteration for collections. This is an iterator. In other words, it's just going to go through it. I'm sorry. This is just going to list the individual. It's not going to go through all of them. So if index is greater than or equal to 0, index is passed in. Index here, as long as it's less than the total number of elements, because remember it starts with 0, then go ahead and go get the name or the index and then print out the file name. Okay? Then finally here, this is to remove by a specific index. So as long as it's greater than 0 and less than the total number of elements, go ahead and pop it out. And with that, this is a very brief demo or review of Music Organizer. The code is very similar to other code that you'll need throughout the exercise this week. So take some time, make sure you understand it, and go from there. Thank you.